Hello, it's update time. So today, I'm going to just show you a few things that we accomplished. We put this fill for the water in. That's where you fill your tank, and if you have shore water, you can put the hose right in there, and then you have, your pressurized water. So we put that in. We've been doing some more touch-up on the big green machine. Now on the other side here, we have this exterior shower box here. This is locked right now, but this has got the exterior shower. You got hot and cold water. Makes it nice if you want to, rinse your feet off. You got sandy feet. Dog needs a bath. Bike needs a wash. Whatever. So we got inside and outside showers. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got the one other wall here. This wall here, plywood wall here for the shower. So I know it's probably dark in here, but we just have to put the galvanized walls up. I got to do the plumbing in next weekend for the shower head, and then we can put the galvanized walls up, make it watertight. And over here we have the sink that's going on. I'm not a big fan of stainless steel sinks, but the porcelain ones that I like are too heavy, they're too big, and as you can see, I have a serious space crunch here, because I wanted this full-size bed, this platform bed. That's just an air mattress. So having a full-size bed makes you lose space in other places. This bus is not meant for huge, big, fat people. So all you big people, it's going to be tough. But this is a decent sized sink. We got to do the plumbing still. We'll get the faucets, and I got to get my hot water, on-demand hot water thing going on. We'll do the plumbing. That's pretty easy. Right next to this little countertop, right here, we're going to have an apartment size 4-burner oven stove. And some people are saying, are you kidding me? That's what I want. That's what I want. I want to be able to bake lasagna, make a meatloaf. None of this just 2-burner hot plate shit for me. You know what I'm talking about? And then next to the stove, like I said before, the hooser will be there. Those of you who have no idea what a hooser is, you'll be educated when the time comes. And then we'll have a place to sit with a table, and that's the bus. On the other side of this shower wall, of course, we have the potty, composting toilet, and then we'll have a little closet, place to put clothes and stuff. Underneath this sink, underneath here, we're gonna we'll make like an archway, and then I'm thinking, I don't think I'm going to do doors because there's no room for doors to work. So we're going to just do the hippie look and just have like drapes or something. You know what I mean? There's not going to be a whole lot going on underneath there because you've got the plumbing, and you can just use it for storage, paper towels, yada yada yada. There's always stuff that you can jam and junk in there. We did a little bit more roughing for we got our 110. I don't know if you can see. We got that one roughed in. We got another 110 up here. That's going to be for my roof vent. Over here on this wall, there's another 110, and that's going to be just to plug in, because when I have my real bed here, I'm going to probably have, your head will probably be here, and this wall that's not up yet, that's where the flat screen, the TV, so if you want to watch Netflix and veg out, whatever, That's what's going to happen there. But you always need a plug to, charge your laptop, your phone, your toys, of whatever. So that's the other 110 there. You already saw the water tank under the bed. That'll be more new news when I hook up the water pump. And then, yeah, in probably another week or two, we'll have, I have the water pump. This is a bad boy water pump. It's a shore flow, pretty decent pump. Puts out a lot of water and it's quiet. I don't like those pumps that make a whole lot of racket every time you turn the water on. So that's quiet. Gives you good pressure. Alright, now, here's another update. See this stuff here? I don't know how the lighting is good. This is flexible bamboo. It's real bamboo. It's not make-believe. And this sort of has a greenish thing going on, and I'm sort of partial to green. So I'm thinking after we put the paneling up on the wall, this bamboo is going to cover like the door skin, because I'm only putting up like 5 mil. It's a real thin paneling to cover these ungodly studs. And then I'm going to use this bamboo, and that's going to hide a multitude of sins, trust me. And then for the ceiling, we have to put the ceiling up because, right now we have no ceiling. We have to have, all this fiberglass foam board insulation crap. So we'll put the door skin up here to hold this crap. And then this other style of bamboo, it's the real thin, I don't know if you can see this. You can see just by me moving it how super flexible it is. And that's what you need in order to combat these curves on the ceiling, because you see with a bus you have this curve stuff going on. And of course, a lot of people put tongue and groove wood. It looks nice, but it's an absolute nightmare to install it. I don't want any more nightmares. I'm running out of patience with nightmares. So this, like I said, I think is going to look sort of cool. It's going to sort of have like a tiki hut bamboo thing going on in here, sort of South Pacific, So between those two, they have all kinds. They have like natural stuff. This is more natural, but and then they have darker bamboo. But I sort of like this green. I was just going to show you. This is what's going to cover, and like even on the sides of the wall, we don't want this metal crap going on, because that's still from the school bus. But we'll put probably this bamboo over top of that. This bamboo will go on here. So that's the plan. I apologize again if you can't see this, because we have a partly cloudy, it's another rainy Portland Sunday. So yeah, that's what we've been working on. Sometimes you think you're going to get like a whole lot done, but even these small things, even like putting this one wall up was like 4 or 5 hours, because you have to measure it a million times and you have to make things work, because you constantly run into obstacles. And there's nothing straight in this bus. The walls there's a lot of variance, so you have to compensate for all the shortcomings. If this had a flat roof and everything was square, it would be a lot easier. But we don't live in a perfect world, and none of these buses are perfectly square or true to anything. So you have to measure 8 times and cut once, and sometimes the cut's still wrong. But it is what it is. So that's where we are. We got a kitchen sink, and the next time you'll see some faucets, and pretty soon you'll see the running water. I painted the gray water tank. We're going to hang the gray water tank underneath the bus. That'll be another update. So lots of things happening, but you can only do so much in 2.5 days. So that's about it. There's only one more partition going in here. There's another partition right here. Another piece of plywood will be the other wall of the potty room. And then that's it. None of this side of the bus is going to have any walls, of course, because you have the dinette, the hooser, and the stove. This is such a small area. The more walls you put up, the more claustrophobic it becomes. So even when we have the seats in here, it's going to say, "Oh my God," you know. It's going to be tight. So like I said, this is not a party bus for 10 people. It's not going to happen. And the people that you do have on it, it's going to be tight, but you better like them. You know what I'm talking about? So but we have a full size shower. We got 32 by 32, so Mama Cass can take a shower in here, but she's not going to fit through that doorway, I'll tell you that much. And one of the last things I do before I hit the road here is, I don't know if you can see. You see these windows? Now they're smoked, and they're really cool. And believe it or not, it comes out of a spray paint. You can just spray it on, and when it dries, you have frosted glass. Pretty cool. And it's better than decals. It's better than any of that shit. And if you change your mind, you can take a razor blade. It comes right off. But we're going to hit these two windows because this is still part of the toilet area and the closet. We don't need to be looking out those windows, and we sure don't need anybody looking in. You know, we don't need that kind of company. So that'll be the last thing I do before I leave, because that stuff really stinks and I don't want to be here after that. So I've been babbling on enough. That's the bus up to now. More updates later. Hasta la vista.